Cut the check. Bye, bye, bye. Foreign trips. Bye, bye, bye. OG. Lie detector. Don't lie, lie, lie. Cut the check. Bye, bye, bye. Foreign trips. Bye, bye, bye. OG. Lie detector. Don't lie, lie, lie.
The second round starts here. Won by the Spurs. DeJounte Murray to DeRozan. Has a look. DeRozan with a shot off the mark. Beverly into the front court. Just getting going here in game one. Oh, bad pass taken away by the Spurs. Baseline drive, the shot won't fall. It's LA Clippers ball. Kawhi Leonard guarded by Rudy Gay. Well defended, shot no good. If it was anyone else, they'd be back on the bench for taking that shot.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Marcin Gortat tips it. That's out of bounds. Last touch by Murray. LA with 4 to shoot. Leonard. Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Clippers have the basketball. Here comes the screen. Probing the defense. Takes stock of the floor. 5 to shoot. Leonard. No good. That's great defense.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
DeMar DeRozan missed his first. That one goes.
Just remember an old saying here. You're only as good as your last shot, and your last shot went in. So it's time to get going.
Wide open look won't go.
I can't believe he missed that, but look. You have to stay connected to him defensively, or he'll eat you alive.
The Clippers with 4 to shoot. Beyond the arc for 3. And Kawhi Leonard buries the 3 with a hand in his face.
Look, that shot was going up regardless of what the defender was trying to do. That's called a heat check.
Murray into the front court. Down by 1. To Rudy Gay. Montrezl Harrell able to recover with the block.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Beverly into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Paul George to Beverly. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Leonard. Tough shot. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Kawhi Leonard, defended by the UConn product. Fires the three. Message receives. Well defended. San Antonio ball. Beverly into the front court. Leads one. Leonard to George. Leonard. Shot off the mark. Good defense. Murray with it. Down a point. DeRozan. His first effort off the mark. Leonard. To Paul George. LA with 4 to shoot. Leonard. That's good D. Shot no good. DeRozan with it. They trail by 1. And he draws the contact. LaMarcus Aldridge will go to the line for 2.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
Knocks down the first. And he makes them both. LA Clippers with the basketball. Nothing going here on that drive. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Leonard. Tough shot. He hits.
Man, you making people dance out there? I see you with the footwork.
Murray with the basketball. Down 2. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Short jumper stays out. Rudy Gay matched up with Paul George. To Murray. Down low, Aldridge. Montrezl Harrell sends it away.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Here's Leonard for 2. Not that time.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Great feed. Sets it up. Kawhi Leonard. He's shooting 25%. That's tough.
I don't know if a body on him would have prevented that bucket, but it at least would have let him know that you were there.
Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Free throw up and good, and the three-point play puts them up early in this one. It's the Clippers with the possession now. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. you need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Paul George at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 84% free throw shooter. Free throw up and good. Gives him a 2-point lead. Mills in possession. He'll run the offense. To Aldridge. Marcin Gortat rejects it. That's his third block this evening.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Spurs in possession. Patty Mills to Aldridge. LaMarcus Aldridge. First couple didn't go. That one is true.
Old school equals high percentage.
George to Gortat. LaMarcus Aldridge pins it.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Mills in possession. Down 4. Full throttle right to the basket for the deuce.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Beverly to the outside to Williams. George, that's how you defend. Mills in possession. Down just a couple. Deep left corner. Fires the 3. Yes. Or in the case of the defense, not good.
It's all about creating space with the dribble. Once you have that gap, you can beat somebody in a variety of ways. He chose the dagger with the 3.
Gets it to go, and the foul.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
Marcin Gortat trying to cash in on the three-point play. For his career, 67%. Count the free throw as well. A drive baseline, but the shot won't go. Korver to Williams. Korver to Gortat. Williams to Korver. For 3. Can't do much better than that. Kyle Korver misses the shot. Has a chance. Deep 2 there. Won't go.
Look, sometimes it takes a little while to get into the flow of the game. During the next timeout or during the next break in action, take the ball, go shoot it. See the ball go through the net a couple of times.
4-3. And he hits.
And I don't know why the defense continues to help on guys that drive. Make them take shots over your bigs. By you helping more, you're just leaving three-point shooters open on the perimeter.
To Murray. Aldridge. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Marcin Gortat. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Aldridge. The shot, almost.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
The Clippers with 4 to shoot. George, he engulfed him that time. From the painted area, won't go down. It's LA Clippers ball. Surveys the floor. George. Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
Now whistle. San Antonio is going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the first quarter. New blood coming in for both sides. Runner's good there.
I wasn't quite expecting him to get there, but I can be wrong. Sometimes, not a lot, but maybe sometimes.
To Korver. Paul George. To Parker. Shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Took it down the lane, but it's no good. From long range, Jay, another one goes down. They're right where they want to be.
Exactly. Next play, you have to turn around defensively and get in the stance and actually keep that same kind of tempo.
San Antonio with the basketball. DeJounte Murray. Oh, nice find for the basket.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
George to Korver. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Now that's a contest.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
We've reached the end of the first quarter here in Game 1. Jay and I return in a moment. You're tuned into the Western Conference semifinals on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Beverly into the front court. His team up by 7. Williams to George. Cleaning the offensive glass. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Beverly into the front court. Up 5. Oh, he had him there for a second. George cleans it up to Beverly. Williams. LA with 4 to shoot. George, he was all over him.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
George, they have to keep him in their grasp.
And watching all these great shooters on the floor at once, it almost mesmerizes me. It's like you're watching the shot in slow motion. The backspin, it gives off the feel that the ball's going in every time.
Mills in possession. Down 8. Screen coming. The drive right to the basket. In a flash. Scores at the rim.
Okay, I saw a little bit of a handle there. But let's see if that confidence is still there down the stretch.
George, defended by the former Longhorn Aldridge. Beverly. Now a pass stolen by the Spurs. Lou Williams snatching it out of the air.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Paul George to Beverly. Nothing going here on that drive. George smothering D. He gets it.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
To Paul George. Seconds to shoot. George buries it.
And they're relentless with these long shots. It just seems like their spacing is perfect, and they come down, they know exactly where they want to be, and they're shooting the ball without hesitation.
Mills in possession. Right now, down 7. Clippers have the basketball to George. Strong finish for Paul George. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Goes to the left side. Trying to cash in. Wide open look, won't go.
This game is all about the small victories, though. The execution on that play was on point. You keep executing like that, those shots are going in eventually.
George, he continues to shoot it well from beyond the arc. That's 4 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and confidence comes from discipline and training. You can tell that kid's been putting in the time in the gym.
Spurs will take the timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Patty Mills to Rudy Gay. Montrezl Harrell swats it. Hustle pays off. They've got the possession. Kawhi Leonard against Rudy Gay. Nothing going here on that drive. Kawhi Leonard can't connect.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
Open look, and he buries it. Defense has to wake up.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Oh, had him going there for a second. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Mills in possession. Down a dozen. Short jumper stays out. To Leonard. Driving right to the basket. Leonard. Textbook defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Return label included.
The offense might want to adjust here. That's his 4th block of the evening.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. DeRozan. Paul George sends it away.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Shot clock winding down. Leonard. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Murray into the front court, trailing by 10. Montrezl Harrell with a piece, and they pounce. Here's Leonard for 2. Shot won't go.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
To Gortat. The monster stuff.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball, and there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
DeRozan with a shot that misses.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
Kawhi Leonard, guarded by Rudy Gay. Nothing going here on that drive. Kawhi Leonard. No good.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Beverly. Goes to the right side. Leonard. Great defense, forcing the miss. DeRozan with the basketball. They find themselves down 10. To Aldridge. Short jumper off the mark.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
The Clippers with 4 to shoot. Leonard can't go down. Smothering defense. DeJounte Murray. Tough matchup against George. And the finish at the rim.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Nothing going here on that drive. Leonard. Oh, that's how it's done.
Defense, do the math. You force him to take tough twos, you'll probably have a better chance to win this game if you can slow down the pace.
Murray into the front court, trailing by 11. Marcin Gortat with the block. 4th this contest. LA Clippers with the basketball. Sizing up the defense. Short jumper misses. Murray with it. Down 11. Knocked loose. And there's the whistle. Neither player giving up an inch. We have a tie-up. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Gortat. cruises inside for two.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
DeJounte Murray to Rudy Gay. Down low, Aldridge. LaMarcus Aldridge. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make. Kawhi Leonard against Rudy Gay. Knocks it down from mid-range.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Murray with the basketball. His guys currently down by 13. And strokes it.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Defense making the ball carrier work. Leonard to Parker. Leonard. Referee blows the whistle. Jump ball coming. Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Kawhi Leonard. He's got 2 shots coming. A career 84% free throw shooter. And he connects on the first free throw. 2 for 2 on that trip. It's DeRozan controlling the offense. A drive through the paint, but his shot misses. George to Leonard. To Beverly. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Beverly. Well defended. Murray into the front court. Counting down toward a minute to go in this first half. Cashes in for 2.
Not always the first option, but his number was definitely called on that one.
To Leonard. Oh, he had him there for a second. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Montrezl Harrell. Huge block.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Leonard to Beverly. Gets it in the left corner. Kawhi Leonard against Rudy Gay. Beverly to Paul George. Missed a wide open look. It's George with the rebound. It's halftime here in Game 1. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Time for the Rose Report at halftime, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. The Clippers have a comfortable lead at the halfway mark. Clearly, the number of three-pointers these guys scored in the first half was incredible, and if they can keep that up, it's going to be tough to keep that team down. These are the guys getting buckets for the The Spurs were unable to find an offensive flow in the opening half. Of course, they still have 2 quarters to turn things around, but it won't happen without making some adjustments. Have a look at the leading scorers for the San Antonio Spurs.
Game trap. Blocks.
The Los Angeles Clippers have been making the kind of defensive impact that can affect the team mentally. After a lot of those blocks, you'll start to see guys more hesitant and second-guessing shot opportunities.
Player of the half.
Paul George has been a defensive force in this matchup. If he's not stealing the ball, he's swatting it. And that combination has made for an incredible half.
Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
DeRozan with the basketball to Murray. Passed it off. Count it.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Kawhi Leonard, guarded by Rudy Gay. To George. Leonard. To Paul George. Leonard. Not that time.
So many teams just try to beat you with their offense. Well, your offense can only take you so far. The one thing that's supposed to travel, whether you're home or away, is your defense. That's your staples.
Leonard to Beverly. Oh, bad pass. Taken away by the Spurs. Montrezl Harrell. Tips it. Yes. And the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The refs bit, and that's the game.
DeMar DeRozan at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. For his career, 82%. It's the Clippers with the possession now. Probing the defense. Leonard. Kawhi Leonard is going to get a chance at 3 here. He's perfect from the line so far. Nope, first one does not go. And he hits the second. Murray into the front court. His guys trail by 10. Shot from the lane won't go. Leonard to George. Slam dunk.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
DeRozan with it. The deficit now up to a dozen. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Off the mark on his free throw. It's LA Clippers ball. Kawhi Leonard up against Rudy Gay. Trying for a 30-point night, but it's no good. To Paul George. Leonard. Cleans it up. Kicks it around the perimeter. To Beverly. Paul George. Leonard. That's off the side of the rim, no good.
He had such a great first half, but obvious adjustments were made defensively to shut him down, and now he's really starting to struggle.
Leonard. Here's a chance from long range. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
Yeah, I've been in this situation before. Just raise your hand. We got to switch.
Right now, San Antonio's possession. Paul George able to recover with the block. Aldridge. Deep two there, won't go. To Beverly. Going to launch, beyond the arc. Never dare Patrick Beverly. Hits a wide open three.
You live by the three, you die by the three. And guess what? They're living large right now.
Now whistle. San Antonio is going to use a timeout as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Harrell sends it away.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Oh, emphatic slam. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first three quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Leonard, that no good, off the mark. Leonard knocks down the three-pointer.
I don't know how he saw his man out in the cut like that. That was nice.
Spurs have it. Wide open. Too easy. You can't give him that look.
The one thing we know for certain in this league, it doesn't matter how big the margin is, you can always put together a run and get back in this one.
Leonard. And a putback slam.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
DeRozan with the basketball. Down a bundle. Marching, knocked away. It's getting dangerous down there.
And I hated getting my shot blocked like that, but I did like getting the ball right back.
DeRozan. Has a look. Gets a look. Can't hit. To Leonard. Lets it fly from long range. It's no good. Shot's not going down. Murray with it. His guys down big. From the painted area, won't go down. To Leonard. to George. Leonard. Beverly. No good. That's great defense. To DeRozan. Kawhi Leonard pins it.
That kid can block out the sun.
Leonard to Beverly. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. George slams it home on the putback.
Not really known for attacking the glass, but I like that hustle. We need to see more of that.
San Antonio ball. DeRozan to Aldridge. DeJounte Murray to Rudy Gay. Knocks it down from mid-range. Kawhi Leonard against Rudy Gay. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Free throws good as they continue to widen their lead. DeRozan with it. He'll run the offense to Murray. Add 2 points to the board.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Clippers have the basketball. Here comes the screen. LA with 4 to shoot. Leonard to Gortat. The shot clock expires. That's no good. Coach is going to shift gears and adjust his matchups. Now preparing to shoot at the line.
Just because a team's winning doesn't mean the refs are going to put away the whistle. Play right all the way through.
DeJounte Murray at the line for 2 shots. Hasn't missed yet. First free throw is good. Able to convert on both free throws. LA Clippers with the basketball. George, guarded by Bellinelli. To Williams. Curling inside. Short jumper misses. DeRozan with the basketball. Trailing by 15. And he buries it. George to Williams. George. Paul George is going to get 3 shots here. He's perfect from the line so far. First one goes down. Missed the middle one. One more coming. Spurs in possession. The drive right to the back.
Oh, out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. To Paul George. Beyond the arc for 3. Paul George can't get that one to go. Defense all over him.
His scoring is definitely cooled off, but you have to give the defense some credit. They're denying him the ball and really making him work once he catches it.
Wide open look, won't go.
Oh, I see how you're playing this chess match. That's what you keep doing defensively. Keep baiting him and luring him into shooting that jump shot. Exploit him.
Nothing going here on that drive. Gilgeous-Alexander to Williams. Fires the three. Tough shot. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender. Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Yeah, they're lucky they get the ball back. Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Look, the most efficient offenses are the ones with the highest number of assists. There are only 5 teams in the league that average 25 assists or more.
Message received. Well defended. Mills in possession. The deficit now up to 13. And a whistle.
Welcome to new age basketball. You blow on me, that's a foul.
Down the lane to lay it in.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
It's the Clippers with the possession now. Probing the defense. The Clippers with 4 to shoot to Williams. Fires the three. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Gilgeous-Alexander to Williams for 3, and Lou Williams, quick catch and shoot there for 3.
And this squad just continues to light it up from long range. One of the things I learned about teams like this, teams that fall in love with a three-point shot, as quickly as they built the lead, is as quickly as they can lose it if they're over-reliant on the three-point shot.
Driving right to the basket. And finishes strong.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Count the basket at the rim.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
San Antonio with the basketball. Here comes the screen to Patty Mills. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
It's really a dope thing when passing becomes infectious. But don't become overly passive. Still take your shots when they're there.
Gilgeous-Alexander to Korver. To Gilgeous-Alexander. Korver. Shot clock winding down. Williams. That's good D. Shot no good.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Tough make through traffic.
I was expecting the dish there, but way to fake that one and lay that one in.
To Korver. Williams. Now a pass stolen by the Spurs.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. Is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
4-3. The rookie, Gilgeous-Alexander, with the three.
I love the pure confidence on that jumper. He takes that three despite the defender being right in front of his face. That's borderline disrespectful.
Cashes in. Someone has to get into a zip code. Deep three at the buzzer. That ends the third quarter. And a nice advantage right now for the Clippers. The Clippers with the basketball as we begin the fourth quarter. They have clearly been the better side so far. Jay, that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Well, the cardinal rule in the game of sport is whenever you go into the fourth quarter, it's 0-0. You have to play the game with the scoreboard saying 0-0. And if you can win that game by double digits, then you've done your job in the fourth.
To Beverly. 5 on the shot clock. It's PG for 2. Not that time. Beverly to George. Shot from in close, no good. To Patty Mills. To DeRozan. From long range. And it's Harrell who comes away with the rebound. Williams to Paul George. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
DeRozan with it. His guys trail by 13. To Patty Mills. Has a chance. Oh, he was wide open. And it's not going to be pretty when they watch the video. Someone's getting chewed out.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. One free throw up and good. The lead now 14. Mills in possession. Looking to make something happen. He's too good to leave that wide open. Defense has to communicate.
Look, as a player, this stuff happens all the time. No need to make this into something bigger than what it really is. Move on to the next play. Get locked in.
Paul George to Parker. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Cleans it up. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
Ed, it's pretty amazing how athletic bigs can be when it comes to getting an easy 2 points, huh?
Mills in possession. 14-point deficit. Off the assist.
Strong finish. That's what you need, regardless of contact, focusing on the rim.
It's LA Clippers ball. Take stock of the floor. George to Parker. Trying to cash in. He's looking for that touch.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Parker with it. Lead stands at 10. To Beverly. Tony Parker, it's been a quiet night. Only 3 attempts, but he makes that one stick.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Right now, San Antonio's possession. Patty Mills. Shot from the lane won't go. Beverly into the front court. The lead is 12. To George. Oh, had him going there for a second. Stuffs it down with authority.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat five, but we're watching one man carry four other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Mills in possession. Trailing by 14. Nice pass to set things up. Good look that time, but off the mark. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Trey Lyles, a couple of free throws on the way. A career 70% free throw shooter. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Kawhi Leonard up against DeRozan. To Paul George. Gortat. Fakes. Drives to the rim and scores. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And ooh, I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on the defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is.
Me neither. Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. Patty Mills to Aldridge. Gets a shot up off the mark. Beverly. That is great vision to set it up. Gets it to go. Someone clearly missed their rotation.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
DeRozan to Aldridge. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. Beverly into the front court. His guys holding the big lead. Clippers have got it. To Gortat. Goes reverse to lay it in.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be creative. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Marcin Gortat, snatching it out of the air. Incredible. 6 tonight. Leonard.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
To Aldridge. The shot by Gay, no good. Clippers have the basketball. Oh, leaves the defender in the dust. Leonard to Beverly. Here's a chance from long range. And he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. That one won't go. One more to come. No good. 1 for 3 on that trip. Murray with the basketball. Down a bundle. Marcin Gortat swats it. Make that 7.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Beverly to Leonard. Paul George to Leonard. Beverly. To George. Has a look. George with a shot. No good. Beverly buries it on the catch and shoot.
Don't seem shocked. This is how the game is played these days. Shooting a three is like shooting a layup.
Spurs have it. Right down Broadway, 4-2.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Kawhi Leonard against Rudy Gay. To Paul George. From the outside, no good. Murray into the front court. His guys down big. DeRozan against George. Going to launch beyond the arc. That one off the mark. It's no good. Kawhi Leonard sends it away.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Leonard to Beverly. Lets it fly from long range. Shot no good. You know Beverly can appreciate good defense.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
George, he's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off three-point shots.
Murray into the front court. He'll run the offense. You've got to get that one to go. LA Clippers with the basketball. George against Pirtle. Beyond the arc for three. Well, the hot shooting night continues. That's his 6th three-pointer of this game.
And you got to give him a lot of love. He's been knocking down shot after shot. But what is the defense thinking? Do you want to play in this game? It's probably time you start buckling down.
Yes, and a foul. Hell of a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball. But sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
DeMar DeRozan trying to cash in on a three-point play. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Free throw good, so they get the three-point play. But it's not much more than a drop in the bucket with the score right where it is. LA with 4 to shoot. Leonard. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Leonard. That's how you defend. And a whistle.
His timing was a tad bit off.
And he finishes at the rim.
Bodies bouncing all around on that layup with the offense winning that battle. But if the defense keeps up that kind of pressure, good things are bound to happen.
He engulfed him that time. San Antonio ball to Aldridge. Doesn't have the touch. No good. The follow won't go either. Short jumper stays out.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Changes coming from both sides right now. LaMarcus Aldridge at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Hasn't missed yet. George to Beverly. Williams. Now that's a contest.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
And the basket good at the rim.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
To DeRozan. Has a chance. DeRozan with a shot, no good. To Beverly. Paul George. To Beverly. To Williams. Beverly. Down to 5 on the 24. Patrick Beverly. He's 3 for 7.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
DeMar DeRozan with the basketball. Montrezl Harrell with a piece.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
To DeRozan. To Murray. Had a chance, but it's no good. Williams into the front court. His guys hold a commanding lead. Oh, bad pass taken away by the Spurs. Carroll matched up with Paul George. He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
First try at the line, no good. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. Missed it. He always has the green light, but the defense was ready. It's the Clippers who come away with the victory. They've jumped out in front, 1-0 in this best-of-7 series. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been the NBA Playoffs on EA Sports. Find out more at easports.com. Until next time, good night.
Here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Clippers got the win with a comfortable scoring margin. And how could I not mention all the shots they blocked in this one? You can see the confidence grow with each one, and it really fed into their success as a team. It was a pretty standout way to win. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Los Angeles Clippers. The Spurs just couldn't get within striking distance toward the end of the game. And even though some of them smiled and shook hands with the other guys after the game, you could tell by the way they headed to the tunnels how disappointed they were about this loss. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the San Antonio Spurs.
Game track. Second chance points.
The Los Angeles Clippers looked very impressive today, especially when it came to capitalizing on their own missed shots. The way they kept extending possessions wore out the D and earned them the win.
Player of the game.
Paul George is the choice for what you're seeing here, and that's unselfish play. Tight passes, great timing, and an impressive basketball IQ. He earned more respect than what I already have for him.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course, but even the best players find their way into this part of the show. Here we go with the top plays.
Number 2. Number 1.
See y'all next time. Jalen Rose, signing out.
Got your with me. I put the soul in me. Sail around on board with me. All this jewelry, they gon' notice me. And you know I got that roll on me. I put the soul in me. Sail around on board with me.